Today we will discuss about second chapter, principle of management. Concept of management principle. Principle of management are broad and general guidance for decision making and behavior. These principles serve as general practical guidelines for the manager, assisting him to make decisions, take play action, and solve problems systematically. Nature of principle of management. Universal applicability. First one is principle of management are applicable in all type of organization, business as well as non-business, small as well as large enterprises, depending on the nature of the organization. Now second one is general guideline. They are general guideline to action, but they do not provide ready-made solution to all managerial problems, formed by practice and experimentation. They are formed by experimentation, experience, and collective wisdom of the managers. Flexible. It can be modified by a manager according to the situation, as they are not rigid prescription. Mainly behavioral. Since the principle aim at influencing complex human behavior, they are behavioral in nature. Cause and effect relationship. Management principle establishes relationship between cause and effect. A particular principle is applied in a particular situation. What would be its likely effect? Now last nature of principle is contingent. The use of management principle is contingent or depend upon the prevailing situation at a particular point of time. What are the significance of principle of management? They are, first one is provide useful insight into reality to the managers. Use of these principles increase managerial efficiency by adding to their knowledge and ability to understand various real world situations more accurately. Optimum utilization of resource and effective administration. It means principle of management helps the managers to foresee the cause and effect relationship of their decision and reduce wastage associated with trial and error approach. They help in effective administration by making managerial decisions free from personal prejudice. Scientific decision. It means principle of management help in taking decision scientifically based on logic and objective assessment of situation rather than blind faith and personal prejudice. Now fourth one is meeting requirement of changing environment. According to environment, business can be changed. Principles of management are modified to help the managers to meet modified requirement of changing environment. Fulfilling social responsibility. The management principles have been developed in such a way that they help in fulfilling social responsibilities of an organization. Management training, education and research. Principles of management are the basis of management theory, which are using in training, motivation, research and development. Now principle of management developed by Fowell. What about Fowell said principle of management? Henry Fowell is known for father of general management. He developed his own concept of administration. He has given 14 principles of management, which are as cover in our topic. Division of work. First, division of work tell us it by dividing small tasks different level. This help in taking the advantage of specialization. Now second one is authority and responsibility. According to Fowell, there must be balance or parity between authority and responsibility. Now third one is discipline. It signifies obedience to organization rules and regulations which are necessary for the smooth working of an organization. Unity of command. According to this principle, an employee should receive order or instruction and should be accountable to only one superior. Unity of direction. It means according to this principle, each group of activity having the same objective must have one head and one plan. They should have one head, one plan. Now, subordination of individual interest to general interest. According to Foyle, in all situations, company interest should supersede the interest of individual. Now, remuneration of employer. It means, according to Foyle, the quantum and method of remuneration payable to the employee should be fair and reasonable. There must be reasonable. Now, centralization and decentralization. According to Foyle, an organization should strive to achieve a proper balance between centralization and decentralization. Now, scalar chain and gangplank. According to Foyle, scalar chain refers to the chain of authority and communication that run from top to bottom and should be followed by managers and their subordinates. What is gangplank? I tell you all. Gangplank is the arrangement in which two managers working at the same level can communicate with each other directly for quick communication. Now, order. According to Foyle, people and material must be in suitable place at appropriate time for maximum efficiency. Equity. This principle advocates that everyone should be equal in the eye of the management. There should be no discrimination against anyone on account of religion, language, caste, belief and nationality. Stability of personnel. According to Foyle, personnel should be selected and appointed after due to rigorous procedure. Once selected, they should be kept at their position for a minimum fixed tenure. Initiative. Foyle suggested that employees at all levels should take initiative or action without any force or bondation. Esprit de corps. Esprit de corps means management should promote team spirit of unity and harmony among employees. Now, what about Taylor said scientific management? Scientific management means applying the scientific method and tool to increase the output, its quality and reduce cost and wastage. It is a systematic and thoughtful approach which was developed by Taylor. It stressed that there is always one best way of doing work. According to Taylor, scientific management means knowing exactly what you want from man to do and seeing that they do it in the best way and cheapest way. What are the principles of scientific management according to Taylor? Now, first one is science, not rule of thumb. It means Taylor's point of view. If we saw, then there is one best way of doing a job, and this method should be developed through scientific study and analysis rather than base of manner or hit and trial method, and should substitute the age-old method of doing a job. Now, second one is harmony, not discord. It means there should be harmony between the management and workers. Now, cooperation, not individual. It means there should be cooperation between worker and management. Everyone should work for the betterment of the organization. Now, development of each and every person. Adequate opportunity must be made available of employees so that they strive to improve their performance to achieve new heights in their career. Now, what are the techniques of scientific management? First one is foremanship, function foremanship. Under this technique, planning and execution are separated from each other. Taylor advocated the appointment of 8 foremen, out of which 4 of them will be responsible for planning, road clerk, instruction, car clerk, time and cost clerk, and disciplination, and the rest for speed boss, gang boss, repair boss, inspector will be concerned with the execution of work. Now, second one is standardization of work. It means the process of setting standard for every business activity. It can be standardization of process, raw material, time, product, machinery method, or working condition. Now simplification of work. Simplification means eliminating superfluous sizes, variety and dimension. Its aim is to eliminate unnecessary diversity of product and thereby reduce cost. Method study. Method study means the technique of scientific management is conducted to find out the best way of performing a particular task. Now motion study. It refers to the study of movement like lifting, putting object, sitting and changing position etc. which are undertaken while doing typical job. Time study. It means the determination of standard time taken to perform a well-defined job. Fatigue study means this study seeks to find out the amount and frequency of rest interval required in completing a task. Differential pieces based wage system. Under the system of wage payment, wages are paid on the basis of work done. Now, last one is mental revolution. It involves change in the attitude of workers and management. Both should realize the importance of each other and cooperate with one another. Now, this chapter is finished. Thank you.